What's up? This your man Dre Mac, and on this video, I'm going to tell you how Deadpool saves the MCU.
Your savior is here!
Get ready for this wild theory, but the real question is... Now, personally, one of my favorite comic book characters of all time, my man Wade Wilson, Deadpool, the Merc with a Mouth, who got his first introduction in February 91's edition of New Mutants number 98. Came to the big screen in its full totality back in 2016, and I believe Ryan Reynolds and his team can save the MCU. Now, I know a lot of people were talking about there's superhero fatigue, especially if you go to Twitter with a lot of excuses for why movies like the Marvels or the Flash didn't work. I want to tell you that there's a reason why those didn't work, and I'm going to tell you why Deadpool will work, and it will bring all of the Scrooge McDuck bucks back into the MCU. Check this out. Let me tell you how.
Welcome to the big leagues, kid.
Alright, just based off of the blockbuster movies that Ryan Reynolds has done with Deadpool already, one of the reasons why Deadpool will be able to work where the Flash and maybe the Marvels didn't work is because it actually focuses on one single person, and that's Deadpool. Now, we've seen Deadpool in his own solo series when he first contracted cancer and he had to go through the whole thing with Vanessa, so we got a lot of the backstory and we got that relationship with him and Vanessa. And in the second movie, he goes time traveling at the end, but we still got the emotional impacts and emotional beats between him and Vanessa, which the first movie was a love story, the second movie was about family. What's going to make this different? The focus is still Deadpool. That's the thing. The main thing that has been lacking in the MCU is focus. We're not focusing on one single thing and one single person that moves the story along while we go through the adventure of maybe a multiverse or whatever the case may be. We're not seeing that in the MCU. It's multiverse first and everything else second. And with Deadpool, since Ryan Reynolds has been the head of making sure that this train is continuing to choo-chooing along, Ryan is going to make sure that Deadpool, even in the multiverse movie, is the star. Now, how do you do that? Well, everybody else still has to be a supporting character. The one thing that I didn't like about how Marvel is using Kang is because Kang is not a single entity that is the main focus. Maybe how Thanos was in the Infinity War movie. Thanos was the main focus of that movie, and he was a protagonist in that movie if you watch it in the right light. He is the protagonist because it is his journey to get all the 6 Infinity Stones, and we'll watch it. In Deadpool, we've seen him go after what he loved, which was Vanessa, and in a way, he had to get past Ajax and others. We've seen it in the second movie, where he meets Cable for the first time, but he knows family is just an F word and he's about to create his family. Even though it's not the family that he asked for, it's the family that was chosen for him. Then at the very end of that, he does some time travel shenanigans, which, I mean, this is Deadpool. He's going to do that. You lead him into a new movie. In that movie, you're going to have Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Now, he shouldn't be the main focus. The reason why I say he shouldn't be the main focus is because if you take away from Deadpool, you're taking away from his story. To be focusing on a character who's really just a supporting role. And yes, they already claim that this is like a buddy cop type of movie. Wade Wilson is the focus of the movie. Then we could be able to have and enjoy some of the cameos and the memorabilities that we're going to have when all the Fox X-Men, the Fox Fantastic Four, or whoever else in the Fox universe decides to pop up. And Deadpool has to have some stakes. If Deadpool was time traveling, Deadpool has to kill the Fox Marvel universe. Yes, I said it, and it's been said before that they should really adopt elements of Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe in this story. Why? Because that'll be awesome. Deadpool's going around, he's time traveling, he's time hopping, and we're already talking about incursions. Well, why don't you have incursions in this movie? But that way that the Marvels wouldn't feel like a one-note movie with them trying to tie up an incursion in that movie. Now, this will be the awesome part. If they'd be able to tie elements of what happened at the end of the Marvels, spoiler warning if you haven't seen the Marvels, at the very end, Monica Rambeau's Photon, which she is on her toy callback, so I'm gonna call her Photon, is trapped in a X-Men universe where her mother Maria Rambeau is binary. Now, wouldn't it be awesome for Deadpool to actually connect with that universe? Maybe destroy that universe, I don't know. Or maybe he connects with Monica so they can get out of that universe. Some way, somehow, connect the movies together so we can have some continuity. It's another problem, continuity. We haven't seen too much continuity in these movies. Deadpool coming over, he's got to say the MCU, so why don't you start connecting some threads? If this is Ryan Reynolds, and I'm telling you, any Deadpool movie, because, I'm going to give you this other caveat, R-rated movies make money. Because, yes, you might not be able to send the kiddos, but all of the adults who love that character or love Ryan Reynolds' interpretation of Deadpool is going to go see that movie. Why does that make it so awesome? Well, you got to remember, Logan was the last R-rated budget film that made over, I think it almost hit $1 billion. So why not Deadpool, which made close to $1 billion in his last outing? Deadpool is a money-making franchise, so would it be wise for the MCU to let Ryan do his thing with this movie? Connect some tissues. That means if you got to connect Multiverse of Madness, or you got to connect whatever just happened in the Marvels to this, which would be neat to see Tiana Paris interact with Deadpool and Kelsey Grammer's Beast. Now we got something working. Now you're going to say, well, oh my God, Deadpool, he connected this movie with that movie, Loki, or whatever the case may be, because we're opening up the multiverse and we're in the multiverse. Now we have something. This is the last point that I'm going to make. And this should have been a major focus of the movie. If Kang is supposed to be your big bad in the movie, you got to still have his presence felt. And I'm not talking about anything that Jonathan Majors has going on legally. All I'm saying is the character has to have a lingering presence. The reason why this, the whole thing with Kang has been failing, he hasn't been the presence that Thanos was. At the end of every movie, we got to see at least a glimpse, or we got to have a hint of Thanos coming. The thing that Thanos brought to him was the weight of a threat. Kang is supposed to be your big bad threat of the multiverse, then you gotta have his presence felt. Otherwise, Kang is still being lesser and lesser as we go close to Kang Dynasty, and it's really not fair for the Kang character. Whether Jonathan Majors is playing him or not, it's still not fair to that character who is amazing in comic books to get reduced to this if he's not going to be a lingering presence. Now, I believe that with all the things that I'm saying in this video, I truly believe Deadpool would not only bring butts back into the seats, but if you start connecting a lot of these tissues, it's going to save the MCU from the obscurity that has been going on right now online. What do you guys think? Put it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all.